something special, but using 3 as, okay, is it Renekton with cover bands? Is it Azir where, you know, now it's not going to be an easy counter pick? Like, I think there's a lot of value in getting something good on 3 that you can cover and then, you know, go again and counter on 5, right?
I think it's probably, you know, could be Nautilus as the pairing with the Sivir as well, because you do want some sort of lockdown for the Zeri. And with the Wukong, it also sets them up really, really well. Nautilus ult goes into the Zeri, Wukong there to follow it up, or vice versa. I think that could be really, really powerful. There is an opportunity if Zven wants to take that away from them here now, but he has been more prioritizing the Renata and those enchanters, and it's been working well for Cloud9.
Certainly has. And then they're going to be looking at jungle. You know, maybe the Trundle, maybe the Poppy there for Blaber this time around. Renata will be locked in there. Bottom lane for sure secured here. EG, do they want to grab some point-and-click CC right now, immediately, or will they wait? I think Cloud9, though, probably grab jungle here before Blaber takes some more bans.
I mean, if you wait as EG and you don't pick Nautilus on 3, it's getting banned, for sure. I think unless you pick a different support. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually do prioritize it or not. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go Trundle, then Nautilus isn't really going to be an option here. Because I think whichever you didn't take will get banned out.
Yeah, you can flex the Wukong somewhere, flex the Trundle either lane as well. I think the solo lane up top is fine. There's not a lot of agency for you, so Ahri gonna get grabbed instead, saying, no, we want more playmaking. Ahri has plenty of wave clear. It should allow Jojopyun to get out of his lane and go do stuff. And if they're saying, hey, you know what, Jojo get prio, we're gonna slap bot lane 4v2, Ahri fits the mold.
Then just ban out, yeah, ban out the LeBlanc here, banning out the answers, protecting the pick.
It's very interesting, right? You know, just mixing up a little bit. This was where the Renekton was picked last time with the protection bans. Now we're going to be going towards the Ahri, banning away the LeBlanc. We'll see what else is going to get. That's cute. We'll see what else is going to actually get banned out. And the Nautilus taken away as I expected. If you don't pick a first 3, the Zeri teams are not going to allow you to have that. And they do have a good dive buddy for the Wukong with the Ahri, so they don't necessarily need it. But it'll be interesting to see where they do go.
One more to go on each side. Is it another ban they want to cover the Ahri? Is it something else entirely? Keep in mind, it is a top jungle flex right now for Cloud9. Fudge or Blaber could play Sejuani. It's Azir off the table as well, so just targeting at mid. Orianna is what Jensen played and looked good earlier on. Ahri is playable. I don't think you're usually into that much threat of dying, but it's hard to land a shockwave, do anything offensive, but it doesn't matter. Jensen's happy to play a lane kind of as a wash and go into team fights.
Yeah, it will be interesting to track. Lissandra, Akali, also options there. Bottom side, though, again, they ban out the Renekton to try and protect. Renekton definitely is a good matchup into Sejuani if they wanted to put their Sejuani top, but Blaber was a pretty dang good Sejuani when he had it in jungle.
Yeah, and I think it's going to go to Blaber because I think they're going to do a melee pairing, you know, with the top lane. Go Fudge on an aggressive carry here again, potentially. Could even go to the Aatrox if he wants to do it as a denial pick. You know, you ban out the Renekton, you take the Aatrox. What is he really going to go towards?
It's going to have to be blind, whatever it is.
Yep, it will be the Alistar here coming through. Often picked into the Sivir, this time picked into that Zeri. Will have to be good with the E-buffers to try to really escape from that Alistar coming in with the combos.
You can't cleanse much of Alistar's stuff either, but you can still stay alive.
Oh.
Poppy might come through. I like this as a stop onto Alistar.
Really
I mean,
good.
it'll stop Wukong E, it'll stop Alistar W.
Ahri ult as
Stop
well.
Ahri.
Yeah.
It's
At least she can re-ult. Everyone else is like, yep, not catching Zeri. See ya,
Oh.
folks. Ooh,
Do we get Kindred?
Jensen.
Do we get Kindred and then Sejuani top?
Blaber and Jensen were the two that spammed the combo. Carry jungle and Zilean mid.
Olaf is one of those as well.
Carry jungle.
To seal the deal, book a ticket to Worlds. Cloud9 hovering Blaber's famous Olaf, and he locks it in. Let's go.
I feel like pocket picks have been so big in the LCS playoffs. You know, we saw Bjergsen, you know, down 0-2, brings out the Zilean, gets them a win here. Jensen was right alongside him when that combo was really popular. These were the guys who would always go to, back then it was Kindred Zilean. Olaf was mixed in as well. You have that support, so this means it's going to be Sejuani top. Theoretically, it could be, you know, still flex, but should be Sejuani top. Should be Blaber on the Olaf. And this is really, really interesting. The answer of the Jack. So EG now going with the splash of split push here.
Impact. I want to see him throw down his own skin in this game. when EG need it. They throw down the impact carry. He gets the counter big jacks into the tank top lane.
Man, if you use your World Championship skin in the series to go to Worlds, like that's kind of a Chad move, right? It's like, oh, you're trying to qualify for Worlds? Oh, I want it. This is my skin.
My goodness, though, Jensen pulling out the Zilean. There's a very short list of players that can play Zilean. It is Bjergsen, Jensen, and then Tempo. So you're going straight to solo queue after that. Let's see if their combo, the old Blaber Jensen combo from the previous iteration of Cloud9, before even
on the ban list.
And part of the reason for the high win rate is that Cloud9 always put their strategy drafted around this Olaf. It is never just Olaf in isolation. It's always Olaf with some sort of supportive champion, whether it comes from mid lane or from the actual support role. And Jensen saying, I got you, Blaber. We will play for jungle this game.
Yeah, really interesting.
So, always really fun to watch his routes as well. Blaber, he goes for very simplistic Olaf routes. He never gives up farm. It's always this very full clear focused into whatever sort of gank is going to require the least amount of time to go for. Very efficient ganks for him while prioritizing camps, prioritizing his own farm to get fed. Because if you're an Olaf player, you have to be a greedy player. You have to be a greedy jungler, especially if your team is relying on you with a supportive mid lane pick.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got to be stronger than your opponent because Olaf only goes one way, right? Like he goes in, you fight or you die, right? That's about it. Especially
the Viking way. We go to Valhalla.
Especially with the mini rework, right? The change on the ultimate, you have got to be able to continue autoing to keep that ulti active. So it is definitely very important that he's able to play with that farm, get level advantages, and really hammer it home with the support of the Zilean, who can funnel him even more XP with the passive to try to put him ahead of the pace of the game.
And that's why it's so important there. Even the little move from Impact. You always want to get vision of where the Olaf is starting because it is so predictable, almost always doing full clears, getting low health. Blaber, by the way, of course, you saw there, starting E. Still in solo queue, the massive, overwhelming majority of players start Qs because you're so used to starting Q, but he is faster clear for Olaf 100%. And he is going to be doing top side down towards bottom side clear. So EG should be well aware of this, and they can track this.
And mid lane, getting to see the pain of the early leveling on Zilean. I've played a lot of Zilean myself. The auto attack on the champion is so terrible.
CSing under tower though.
Did it really well. You know, missed 3 minions earlier from the kind of awkward little health points. The bombs sometimes, you know, can mess you up as much as they can help you on some of these last hits. So you really got to be proficient. Know all of the break points for these minions. Nice sidestepping there.
Yeah. Jensen always confident in his movement. Meanwhile, of course, bottom lane again, pushing in there for Zven and Berserker. You expect that versus Alistar. Alistar is never going to, you know, get the push on that lane. So C9 do have the pushing bottom lane to play off of. And again, that's where Blaber's going to end up. So you expect this Olaf cruise through. You get a little bit of deeper ward. You get your bottom Scuttle Crab with your bottom pushing lane. Oftentimes, it'll just be this pretty clear. But Wukong is coming down. And so you actually got inspired trying to jump the gun here on this bottom Scuttle Crab, trying to take away where Blaber will end up. I like this, and this is all from them playing off of the little bit of vision that Impact got on top side. He knows Blaber is going to full clear. Olaf always is going to full clear. So he gets there preemptively, takes away that crab, and he does so by skipping 2 camps, both Krugs and Raptors.
Yeah, and Blaber actually fully spotted walking in. So he's going to look to see if there's any camps up because he counted the camps that were actually killed, but they're on the other side of the map. So he actually falls behind off this a little bit here.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for these jungles to get the early information, and so Inspired can make this calculation.
Looking really good right now, yeah. We already heard the crowd booing, but that's just because they're biased. It is cool to see. Thank you. Yeah, we got like the one EG cheer.
I want to term them the crab crew. We've got the crab crew in the audience.
All right.
The crabbers for Blabbers.
Who here likes Inspired getting crabs? All right, we got a few of you. Thank you.
What do we call them, though? Because the Blabbers already got a cool name for his crew.
We'll get back to this.
Yeah,
we'll get back to this.
That one's going to take some work.
Yeah. We'll get in the workboard. We'll get a whiteboard, you know.
Okay, good. Yeah, brainstorming here. Send us some tweets, some answers. The enlightened. All right, Jensen going to put a bomb on his own head to help on pushing. get this shove out. And as you mentioned for the Zilean, actually quite impressive to have good CS early on and even keep competitive there.
Yeah, the record even better for Blaber when you just look at LCS, 13-2. Has played a couple games internationally.
That KDA, though, for Jensen.
Yeah. I mean, you've got an 80% win rate and an 80% win rate. It's a 160% win rate.
Holy
They're going to win more than one game.
All right. Cloud9 expected. Game and a half here.
So far, they can 450 gold ahead at just 5 minutes, and that's with losing Crabs. So you know they're really doing well over here. 7 CS lead in the bottom lane. Even Zilean's winning his lane.
Meanwhile, checking back in on that Jax lane. Actually, not a problem at all for Impact with the CS early. That's very good news. Is going to scale up into a strong split push champion. Got an early no magic mantle up for him, though, which is Sejuani.
Yeah,
Sejuani is physical damage, so while the tenacity is going to be important, the magic resist not going to help you here with the actual trades.
Attempts to Q to block out the leap slam itself, but Impact's still able to get there in time. Fudge a little late in the timing. He was already basically on the melee range by the time he got the knockback. Otherwise, that you can preempt it, you can get away and not take the counter-strike hit. Jojo takes a single hit there, gets the charm at Olaf, make sure he's not going to get axed, and indeed is fine.
Yeah, Blaber just going to be heading up towards that top scuttle. Could do an invade on the Raptors, has the respawn timer, it seems, on it. Because he's walking in like right as it's about to spawn. But we'll back it off now as Wukong's coming mid. And it looks like it could be a little bit of a scuffle here. I mean, if Jensen gets pushed, they could look to actually fight over this. Like, this is very classic Blaber, is willing to take scraps over these camps.
Jax has pressure over top, though, right now. He's actually got the wave shoved in, has some mana, and level 6, which means he's got the extra damage.
I actually like the way this mid-jungle is going. You know, Inspired comes back to help Jojo make sure this mid-wave prio allows Jojo to come help you. So it's the pay-it-forward system. I'm going to help you with your wave. You help me protect this jungle, get this Olaf out of here. Make sure they have everything on their side secure. But Blaber will get his first crabber of the game. Top one secured for Cloud9. Always nice there for the Sejuani to slip in.
Yep.
Grab honey fruit with your passive. The best honey fruit taking champion.
I was gonna say, like,
game.
Is there anything that feels more like cheating than honey fruit on Sejuani, where you're just like, I'm getting him full speed, haha.
Yep, Zeri.
Got him. Case and point.
Touche. Lawyered. Yeah, if you're a pro. Solo Q is like 45% win rate, so most of
I don't want to hear it. No Zeri defense will be had on this
people
cast.
suck at Zeri. Some are Berserker, and they won V9 games on it. True. Don't let facts get in the way of a good story.
Exactly.
It's actually, on lives, there is like 41% now with the so.
I was being charitable.
Let's get into it, though. Vulcan on the support roam. Actually doesn't have Inspired with him, so has to be a little bit careful about running into the Cloud9 duo. Looks like it is going to be a very conservative route for that vision, though.
Yeah, just helping him push out, very likely. Wants to cover him on the push here. They're hovering a lot around mid lane here for Jojo. I think because they are expecting potential action with Blaber, that is generally where he likes to go, especially with this combo. You want to play around your Zilean when you are on the Olaf, and you can see the amount of gold he has here already, you know, really maximizing that farm, trying to take all the camps here immediately on respawn, and really make sure he stays maximizing that efficiency.
I've been wondering, like, is there going to be a repeat gank here for level 6 Wukong? You know Zeri's got no flash, and you have an Alistar lane, so that could be the spark to set off this fire here in game number 4. Level 6 Wukong, you're always looking. As soon as you get to your level 6, hey, is there a lane I can impact here? Is there a lane that's away from the Olaf counter gank that we can actually make something happen? And he's got options on both sides, you know. He's gonna find anything just yet, though.
Inspired, though. Rather than take
there's 0% chance this is not solo queue. He's not taking that.
Oh, yeah. Nice little double bomb.
160% damage on that bomb, hitting 2 people with half.
That's definitely exactly how the math works on that one. We've got the Herald is up, though. You asked for a lane with impact, and you've got it up here. As he has the pressure, it's under the tower. Yeah, I know. And it's going to be Herald claimed here. So Inspired not only got the double. Little Krabby's going to get Herald now here as well. EG close in gold, now surging ahead.
And it's also worth mentioning that Zeri actually did like a half roam up, so he's not even on plates right now. You know, they may get one plate in the extended play, but he's actually just going to base. So it wasn't like C9 was really even getting a trade on the other side. They started roaming up, and they were just late to the play. So EG definitely coming out ahead there.
They found the charm.
Yeah, very happy. And they have plenty of time to transition back down towards the dragon, too. So they've got freshly purchased items here for Danny.
Yep.
Full reset, and Inspire just starts it right back up with Zilean recalling here for Cloud9, for Jensen. Looks like it's going to be neutral objectives all the way of the evil geniuses.
Well, it reminds me of Abadaga in his interview yesterday was just saying, like, you're not supposed to be able to get Herald and Dragon. You're not supposed to be able to get both, right? In his interview after they had taken their series.
Vision.
We'll see if C9 want to try to scrap for this. It's almost gone.
Mightable. Oh no! Away! Inspired instant away! Cloud Drake goes to Blaber.
As soon as you saw that 26 health, you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Oh
you
my
knew it
God.
was coming. The timing works out. Blaber. Oh my goodness.
That
the
is-
axe steal on it. That's
right,
why
games.
you form good habits. You never smite early. We called him out. It was 2 days ago. Oh my goodness.
That is so tragic. That is such a mental edge now. I swear, you were so tilted losing that there as Inspired.
Well, you did say you're not supposed to be able to get both Herald
Well,
and
yeah,
Dragon,
apparently you
so
can't.
The gods have spoken.
Yeah, Abadaga was right. It's not going to happen. Blaber just casually walks up, TY for leash, farms some jungle camps, axe a dragon, back towards mid.
You gotta form good habits.
Fast Olaf though. Jojo, I think he put himself under ulti mana, but not going to get axed for anything. The charm lets him get away. It is a slow on that CC. No problem hitting the blast plant. He'll always live here. Slow won't matter. But he is off the mid wave. We'll see if he can get the golden XP soon.
Gonna be interesting to see where Jensen goes with his skill order as well. As far as I know, Bjergsen generally does Q max, 3 points W, then E max. So it will be interesting to see if he goes there from that.
And the observers had good vision toggle the first time around.
Oh,
so
26.
we knew there's no vision in there. As he's going right back
Yeah.
in for it.
So
Get it with the Q time.
Yeah. If Blabber's not here, you're maximizing damage by smiting and walking away. It will burn down on its own.
Yeah.
But he already saw Blabber's there. He's not allowed to play it that
Oh,
greedily.
nice handshake.
Really nice. Danny Lowe has to flash to stay alive. Gets a minion wave, but turret plate down.
Damn, that was sick from Zven there. Actually just snatched him out of the air on his combo and gets the stun even onto Danny, which forces both sums.
Exactly. Very, very vulnerable now for the bottom lane. Berserker and Zven should be able to make a repeat play. Blaber here on the Olaf, farmed up, has his isolated lead. See if they can actually push through and get some more.
Decent damage there. Fudge walks away. Berserker's already cashed in on his coal. In terms of total profit, you actually sell it, you go up 180. That's the actual payout for the item. But it allows you to buy a sustain item that eventually costs 0 gold because it pays itself back in the gold passive.
All right, we've got to use the Rift Herald pretty soon here for Evil Geniuses. So Inspired here in mid lane currently as Impact is working his own plates off top lane. And once they see Blaber, they know they can just hard push it. Rift Herald in mid lane, I think, for Evil Geniuses. Get those guaranteed plates. Take away some of the safety for Cloud9. Get your money. Get paid.
Inspire gonna try for the mid. Charm's gonna land. They can chain the ulti there as well. Could self holds it as long as he can. And now you let him burn down to 50 HP, then maybe come back later.
Drop that Herald. So get that money. Get a lot of damage on the turret, too.
Yeah.
With forcing Jensen back, he's got no teleport.
That should be 3 plates. So pretty good look for EG there. See if he can finish off that last auto or two. Should be able to with just Zven there. So does get the 3rd plate down. Nice injection of gold there for EG.
Yep. Shelly actually gets a swipe on the 3rd plate, so shares that one as well. Inspired, recipient of whatever half of 3 plates is, 240. We got there.
And great, more funnel money into the Olaf, Phreak.
Yeah.
Mid laner head to back. Great, we're back to funnel meta. Olaf is eating up.
I'll push your wave, don't worry.
Yeah, Blaber's definitely farming very heavily here for Cloud9, keeping the gold basically even between the two teams. And with his steal on the dragon, is a pretty nice advantage there for Cloud9.
Absolutely. I mean, he's up a good 30 CS, right? You know, even more than that right now. Yes, he did take some waves that were, you know, kind of pushed to the towers, and he collected that, but really maximizing farm. Already has the Gore Drinker here. Is likely going to go like Death Dance or something like that second. I assume he is just going to continue building for damage, you know, utilizing Jensen to really keep him safe. And just now on the the 3 points W. So likely going to go into Emax, and that's where you really start to kind of ramp up the utility, is at level 12 and onwards, where you're putting the additional points in your E, and you can really get that move speed very, very high. Because rank 1 E is good, but like you really need a couple points in it before it makes a huge difference.
Exactly, exactly. And especially if you are the Olaf, you really feel the difference there.
So, wave going down the bottom side. Berserker was the highest gold earner in the game. Had a plate to his name, plus 147 CS. You can see, yeah, 5,500 is on that mark. Item is through now for Jensen. Everfrost in the inventory.
I still want to see Cloud9 focus on trying to punish Danny. You're mentioning Berserker and Zven. That lane, they were able to burn both summoners themselves. And the Sivir, without those summoner spells, so vulnerable, you know, for an Olaf rundown. He says, great, spell shield, don't care. Ghost is going to come back up here for Danny in time, and he is going to have his ultimate, but Cloud9 will force on this dragon, knowing they've got that bottom lane advantage, and that thing is gone.
I'm going to say, like, the more I think about it, the more I like C9's comp. Like, so much more than what EG has actually drafted, because EG does not have a tremendous amount of, like, AoE threat. Largely, you know, you're going to hit someone with a charm, you're going to jump in on someone and stun them, whatever. You're going to try to burst one person down. Zilean answers that so incredibly well. And if you're not perfect on your engage in EG and running over the fight, there's no escaping from a Zeri who also has Zilean move speed and the bailout move speed. So I do think EG have to be perfect with their engages if they want to win these fights.
Yeah, until that Sivir gets super fed, you know, has Infinity Edge crits coming through, definitely agree. Impact, though, doing his job on the side lane here, pushing in.
He's got to start hitting it, though. Like, first turret goal's going to go over to Berserker. He just could have... EG taking a lot of fundamentals and failing them. 150 gold just goes into Berserker's pockets because Impact gets the turret late.
And you know what he was thinking about that moment was, oh, deny us a couple more minions. He's obviously not thinking about the bottom side rush that Berserker is at the same point of damage on this tower, so no communication there.
Now, 70 gold denied from Fudge, 150 handed over to Berserker, 150 gold denied from himself. Definitely a mistake. Again, yeah, it happens, but EG got to keep their heads in the game. 300 gold lead. Down to Drakes, and Impact, who has them pretty well up here. Statistically, a very bad laning phase for the champion of the matchup, but not too bad right now, as, again, he will outscale. Jax just, as items comes in, as level comes in, he'll feel really good in late-game team fights. Yeah,
I mean, and definitely you need the levels, you need the CDR before you do feel good in those late-game team fights, because otherwise it's too hard to actually stick to these carries. So I'll be interested to see if he goes Frozen Heart second. That has become so popular for Jax. Not only for that CDR, but also just have enough mana so that when you're in these long extended side lane plays, you don't actually run in.
Yeah, definitely takes longer for it to feel better in the team fights, but in the 1v1 on just Divine Sunder being completed with your tenacity, already starting to feel good in the isolated game. And that's what this game has been, isolated, 0-0, no kills still. The best action was the Dragon Steel blind axe over the wall.
Yep. And it is worth noting that C9 is also very physical damage focused, right? So I do think Frozen Heart super efficient this game. Yes, there is obviously a lot of magic damage that can come out of Zilean, and Zeri is mixed. But overall, you're going to be really happy with the armor. So Frozen Heart makes a lot of sense, and he is going to be building towards it. Already has the Warden's Mail in.
Blaber still being handed XP by the Zilean, level 12 now, tied up with the solo lanes and even ahead of Berserker. So he is definitely going to continue to be a very big Olaf. 154 on CS. Certainly high. I mean, that's nearly a 10 camp lead over Inspired, plus the XP donation, 2 levels up.
And it's one of those nice things about Zilean that you don't really talk about or think about that much when you're picking the champion. Mostly people focused on the ulti, but the passive can be very, very valuable for champions that scale well. You know, with XP, can really help you get those break points a lot earlier.
See if it ends up coming to fruition anytime soon, because it's still 2 minutes away on that dragon fight, and I honestly don't expect them to actually go for the all-in until that arrival. Just more farming here. Hands off the blue buff over to Jensen. Should have no problem nowadays, just bombing the waves, getting them all.
And Azael, you are right, looks like double Frozen Heart for both top sides. Each component goes to one to the other as Impact's got
our powers combined.
Dude,
we all have
dance.
Top lane has one combined Frozen Heart right now, and eventually we'll have 2.
Okay, who's forking over the combination money?
Whoever's got more right now, which I'm pretty sure is Impact.
Yeah, it's got.
Yeah, he's 700, so he's paying the combined cost.
Yeah, he's got to pay the.
Reminds me of Lickridge's tweet. You know, top lane isn't an island; it's an us land.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I always say GG to the enemy top laner? It's not an island, it's an us land.
Yep. They got to combine their efforts to slow down the attack speed of these damn AD carries.
Yep. The Sivir, the Zeri, they're too OP. Build 2 Frozen Hearts.
Pretty good right here. Well, you got another attempt here by Blaber. Looking at Inspired. Smite fight! Hey, this one goes to Inspired. And over the wall is Blaber, who's got his own flash, but Blaber's having to take this one. Gets a shield from his teammate, and now ults in, wants it, has to go back out. His ult's going to time out in a second, and here's Vulcan buying a lot of space. Blaber is going to be handshaken. He's going to be revived. Everything pushed onto him. And how about round 2, though? Is it going to be enough? The charm lands, stopwatch. Berserker's attacking. Zven can't land on his target. Back in they go. Inspired will just barely live. First blood through for Impact. Vulcan cutting away. Vulcan stays alive. A double kill for Impact, and he's going for more. Berserker out, though. It's going to be a dead Danny. Berserker not stunned to get one back out of Impact. He's going to find his own goal. Jojo misses the charm, and it's going to be another kill. 4 in a row for Berserker.
Oh, the Zeri gets a quadra. They can't find the last one for Berserker's Penta, but it doesn't matter. Cloud9 are still going to get Dragon number 3 at only 20.5 minutes.
C9 take over in the fight here. We can watch it one more time. The initial play was really bad for them. It looked like EG was going to get a big advantage. They get out the Olaf ult early. They get out the Zilean ult and the bailout on the Blaber here. He can't really get much, but they can't actually connect to this Zeri. They can't deal with them.
Exactly. Look at the other side of your screen there. The ultimate from Berserker popped out, and then Zven with the Renata ultimate buys the space over the top of him. They jump onto Blaber. Everybody focused on that Olaf with all of the cooldowns used, but even after they headbutt Berserker over the back of the Dragon Pit, whoop, he just jumps back in. And here, Jensen's peel on Impact changes the whole damn fight. Berserker back in with the double bomb peel for himself. He cleans it up.
And I mean, the amount of move speed amps on Zeri, who's already out of control fast, is just ridiculous in this game. The bailout move speed, the speed up and slow down from the Zilean as well is just incredible. And even with Blaber not being able to get a tremendous amount done in the fight. I mean, he did put a lot of damage out, to be fair.
Damage is everyone on EG.
But, you know, it looked like it was going to be EG's win. And if that fight goes bad for you, I'm really concerned for what the later stages look like.
Guess what? The timer's short. We're 4 minutes away from Dragon Soul because of Inspired's poor smite and Blaber's steal. Takes the attempt, gets rewarded for it, and now suddenly we are 4 minutes away from an Infernal Soul. And EG have limited time to find themselves back in. Gold is close, but stats heavily favor C9 side.
Vision control right now in the favor of EG, though. Cloud9 playing a little bit dark with this flank. Inspired is behind them. Berserker has no summoner spells. That's the one takeaway. Oh my god. For EG.
Takes some damage here, saving his own ulti. Rooted in place. Tries to get out. Now it's Bruno's ult, but Blaber's on the chase and Inspired. One more axe could seal it. And Blaber keeps in the aggro. Here comes the engage. Berserker's on, but will it even matter? Zen's already gone. The chase into Jensen flashes to safety. Vulcan sets up a lot of space. Inspired stayed alive.
That's huge.
And the revive on Zeri doesn't matter. She's still down.
This could be Baron. EG are going to go straight for it. A 700 gold kill there for Inspire. Gets a massive injection of gold as Berserker does go down. They force out the flashes in EG. The Baron is theirs. They're going to be way ahead in gold.
Sometimes you just got to YOLO it. And Inspired pulls out a play from nowhere. Hiding in the brush. Inside, all members of Cloud9, jumps out. Blaber gets baited into the rest of the team, and this time around, Berserker had no summoner spells. They had no more juice left because it was, again, all used on Blaber, and it's the turnaround. Inspired's just like, I gotta create something crazy here. He does it. He goes in on a Jensen, the W backwards out, and he gets the support from the team as Blaber gets the Renata bailout on him, but he can't catch Inspired anyways, and then Impact comes in. Huge setup here.
You look at the class from all sides, right? Jojo's coming in from the right, Impact's coming in from the left. It's a multi-angle flank there. Zilean has to get in onto Berserker to actually ult him, but then Ahri's on top of you, so you got to flash out of there. And EG did such a good job of creating chaos that C9 couldn't kind of have the set of battle lines that they would want in a fight like this.
I feel like Legend Tenacity saved Inspired's life because Jensen landed Everfrost. You can't W, it's a dash. If you're rooted, you can't W. The bombs come out after he hops off the clone, so Jensen just, I don't know if the stuff was on cooldown or what, but doesn't get the stun. The guy walks away at 400 HP, and that rest of the fight looks so much better without a first kill to start it out. And now, yeah, 2,800 gold lead. Red Bull Baron power play. Still 2 minutes in that one. It will overlap with the 4th Drake of the game that they need to stop Cloud9's soul.
That is so big here. Once again, Evil Geniuses with the gold lead, but Cloud9 with the Dragons lead for themselves. But EG aren't done. Baron buff on for another minute and a half.
Yeah.
3 more waves to push with here. Jojo trying to get something done in the 1-3-1 split push. At the very least, they should be able to get that bottom tower into the Jax. Keep on feeding this Jax some more money. This bottom thing isolated over there to Impact. He is going to be super duper fed. Sterik's coming next as well. More beef for these team fights to actually be able to get in and join the team in addition to being a split push threat.
I wonder if he's going to go Sterik's or if he's going to go Hullbreaker and commit to split push. It'll be interesting to see which one he actually decides to go for.
Whichever one he decides, that's which way he's going to fight.
Yeah.
Sterik's team fight, Hullbreaker split push.
Hullbreaker, see you later. I'm gone, right? You know, and you do have the Sivir to kind of enable that with really good wave clear. But the reason I feel like I would prefer the Sterik's is because there's already 3 dragons on C9 side. So you're going to be forced to group every 5 minutes to be able to try to prevent this soul. But it is Hullbreaker, so,
yeah.
You know, I kind of had a feeling, but I feel like the teamfight build makes more sense in this situation. You have to group.
Unless he thinks he's not in danger of dying anyway. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking no matter what I build, there's at least stats in this thing. I want to crush the side lane and then still be good enough in team fights.
Yeah, but they immediately, like you said, the dragon is coming up.
They're
Here we
gonna
go.
fight right now.
Here's the team fight.
Jojo setting up a flank here, so they're going to try to come from multiple angles.
Vision control mostly belongs to EG as they knock on this control ward. There's a very small bash for Cloud9 to kill a control, but not the invisible one.
Zilean teleporting in.
GG.
Jojo kind of camping this blast cone as well for the angle. Can he?
Inspired. Information known. Fudge jumps the wall, wants to fight for some of his vision. Knows the control ward's in that brush. We'll go for it. When does the fight happen? Cloud9 gets soul with the smite steal. 12k health on this Infernal Drake. Danny shoves out mid, but he has to play with 5-on-5. In goes the Jax, and Pack gonna keep saving his stun. Inspire gets tagged up by Zeri. Fudge holds the front line pretty well. Decent mana pool thanks to Frozen Heart. Half health now on the Drake. They gotta go soon. Vulcan, when does he find the way in? 3k, reset. Jensen still in the right spot to support his team. Crab will be claimed.
First smite from Inspired. Second charge is coming up. They can burn it.
They know he's got no smite.
Yeah.
They can burn it. Berserker comes in. They're rushing for it now. This dragon's going to be a freebie. Another bad smite means a dragon soul comes in. Team fight starts now. Fudge attacked. Fudge gets us some time to revive, and he will get the Zilean ulti. Blaber on the chase, but Blaber now without revives left. They got to win this fight somehow, but Danny is not. Berserker gets one. A single traded back, and he's still on the chase. A flash forward, but Berserker just will not die. He's bailed out. And guess what, EG? It's time to jump ship. They get one to Zeri. Vulcan gets the kill credit, but Inspired able to walk back to his base.
Yeah, Inspired not going to be able to get the chase in there, but it's the soul for C9. Such a good job of capitalizing on that because Inspired was chugged low.
They're not done yet,
trying to heal.
Sven's gonna try to punch Zven. Here comes Inspired. He's the auto the right character. He needs the auto to land. He gets one. But can he live? Triumph heal is huge. They get the pick on Zven.
Oh my God, Inspired has been pulled 2 more kills out of nothing there at the very end, taking down Berserker, taking down Zven. But the prize was already won. Inspired smites the crab to heal off of it.
Exactly.
But it's in full vision.
Yeah.
It's in full vision, so you know the second charge is not going to be up in time, and Cloud9 will gladly take their Infernal Soul.
And I love how they use that zoning ultimate there. The hostile takeover just comes through, pushes them back, so there's no opportunity for EG to just force the fight. Inspired pushed out immediately. Impact doing a good job, you know, with the dodge zone there, tanking out a lot of the damage from Blaber. And you can see Danny and Jojo here getting people pretty softened up. Danny sees an opportunity to try to turn it around. Does get the 1 kill onto Blaber, but it's Berserker going nuts over the wall here.
Good re-engage, but the first one is not enough. He bails out on the kill on Impact. It's not until they chase deep over towards the Raptors that Vulcan with the angle from the middle lane over that little ledge of the wall gets the combo.
And it just gets so scary now. That damage is going to be amped up so much. You know, they're hitting these later game stages.
Yeah.
Danny is so far away from his IE because he did make that pit stop for the LDR. There was a lot of armor, obviously, on this Sejuani, who he feels like he's got to be able to punch through. So it does make sense, but he doesn't even have his first component. He's only got 800 gold in pocket, so the IE is miles away. And Berserker is, you know, nearly a full item up here. He's closing on his completion.
And you can kind of peg the 4-0 Drake plus Soul at, I think ballpark is about 7,000 gold. Now, those aren't item completions, right? There's no Everfrost or GA suddenly there, but in terms of BF swords and whatnot, and daggers, it's about 7,000 gold of power on Cloud9 right now.
And I really like that Jensen, you can see, is just going to go into a support item next, right? You don't need to do any more damage here as the Zilean. It's just about protecting the Zeri, amping her up. So, go for a support item here. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to look for. Maybe even like a Mikhail's could make sense.
And that is the key, too, because a lot of these cooldowns from Cloud9 are getting used on players not named Berserker in these team fights. And Berserker has to be the sole focus for both teams. For Cloud9, yes, for all the buffs, getting Mikhail's in there as well. Zven with the bailout, with the Renata steroids, but for evil geniuses as well. And EG have a scaling AD carry of their own. You mentioned that Sivir. Danny will be farming his way towards Infinity Edge. EG trying to funnel him as much. They're jumping on the Baron and trying to burn it down now.
Yeah, but they're on vision. Controller goes down. He's like, okay, never mind. It's spotted. Nothing else done right here. And the Hullbreaker, Jax, is not even willing to play for the lane right now. I think he doesn't know if there's people coming towards him.
No vision.
Yeah, and I think the key here for Evil Geniuses to make this game, a comeback and keep this series going is to really hard push their 1-3-1. Try and get a pickoff from pushing in both side lanes and then getting your Ahri, Jax, to have some hero plays. You actually don't want the full group 5-on-5. You would much rather the opportunity to get an outplay here with one of those picks. These ultimate charges from Ahri. Unleash Teleport is ready. Cloud9 know this, though. They're going to try and force you in.
Looking for it now. Baron down below 10,000 health. Dies rapidly here to a 4-item Zeri. Can they even get there in time? It's still burning. Do they have a chance at a smite? Engage comes in. Baron is secured. Zhonya's buys a little bit of seconds, but a spell shiver. Danny keeps him alive in the fight. Vulcan low, but not dead either. Shut down onto the Wukong. And here comes Berserker. 2 kills picked up. An escape for EG, but he still hastens for more. Just goes for the mid lane. They know they've got the Baron. They've got 2 kills. They've got the series in their hands.
Cloud9 are on the push here. 40 seconds on Danny. He's the only one who can wave clear this. Cloud9 want to punch their ticket to Worlds right here, right now.
And it's looking like it. Nexus turrets open soon. Mid-tier 2 is gone. Inhibitor's going to be there as well. 20 seconds on the Wukong back up. 20 still on Danny. They can go for at least 1 tower, but do they like this push? Health bars and mana bars both a little bit low. Bit of damage towards Fudge, who walks in. Headbutted back, though. Health bars are low enough. Wukong's up in 5. Stun's going to go wide. Charm is decent damage. Blaber still feels safe for now. Zilean ult is up. They can play to the edge. They know that Zilean will get one back up.
You need to reset now. 40 seconds on the Elder Dragon. They've got Baron Power recall, so it should be fine. But when you see that coming up, you know it's a little bit too tenuous. Too much to lose if you stay inside the base. Elder Dragon up in 30 seconds. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We can watch this one more time. C9 just have the right read. They can just finish it. So, Vulcan tries to preempt it by going way in, but Fudge kind of buys some time here. Danny, by the time he actually gets up there, Vulcan's already pretty much dead. Inspired dives deep, but he goes down in a hurry, and then all the move speed, all the support on the Berserker, there's just no getting away.
And there's just so much damage. These explosions from the Infernal Dragon Soul. Yeah. Berserker now on the hunt again. Bomb on his head, speed under his feet. He's the real carry here.
And EG are not in a position to fight for Elder Dragon. This looks like it's guaranteed Cloud9's. As it comes up, 16k health. EG are coming back down, but we saw Danny far away, still going through his own side of the jungle.
Yeah, I think they feel like they have to flip it, right? This game is getting completely out of hand.
The Berserker.
They're going to look for the play.
Can they get anything? Zven is stuck against the wall. Might have to burn his flash, but now he's got Fudge to bodyguard. So they pull the Elder and say, screw it. We'll start now. Time, of course, is not on EG's side. His mid is going to be flooded in with super minions. Inspired with a jump out yet again. Can't find the play. At least Elder will be hitting Cloud9. Ulti goes wide from Fudge, but will it matter? Spell Shield blocks the slow. Only zap towards Vulcan looks good. Alistar still up, but no flash makes it hard to get in.
Yeah, Cloud9 just have to buy time. They don't need to be the ones to force it. The supers are pushing mid. Impact is getting chunked low, and Inspired is seen on the other side. Mikhail's is even finished as well for Jensen, so even a charm may not be enough.
Sweeper sees the ward. Knows what's going on there. Will there be an engage, though? Vulcan in the wings has a blast plant, but he's on a ward. They're going for him. They're hasted in. Fudge gonna look for this one. Vulcan ults late after he's already too low. Headbutt means nothing. The fight comes in the bottom side there. Handshake brings back Inspired. It's 2 for nothing so far. Impact's gonna be next. They look for Zven. A support. A Phreak victory. Not even that. TP is already going into the base. This is over. Cloud9 take down the defending LCS champions. The ace comes through for Jensen, 14-7, and Cloud9 are the second LCS team headed to the World Championship.
C9 are back, baby! Sending EG to the lower bracket.
What an incredible series from Cloud9. They're gonna finish it out and done in style with the Olaf, with the Zilean, with a monster performance here from Berserker. Cloud9 pull off the huge upset, taking down the clear #1 team in EG. And Cloud9 have just stepped it up to a whole nother level. This team looks so much better than what we have seen from them before this entire year.
I love all the changes in draft from them as well. Bringing out the Ashe support versus CLG. Jensen says, nice pocket pick, Seraphine. I've got a pocket pick of my own. The Zilean, massive win rate for him. Celebration well-deserved. Fudge gave an interview last couple days with Travis Gafford where he said, we're gonna 3-0 EG. And people thought he was memeing. Those are no jokes. It wasn't a 3-0, but it was a Cloud9 victory.
I mean, it's just a massive win for them. And now, you know, we are faced with this situation where it is TL in the lower bracket, it is EG in the lower bracket. Both those teams cannot make it to Worlds. 2 of the spots are already gone out of the 3. You know, TSM down there looking to compete, CLG still down there. A lot of teams gonna be stuck scrapping it out for that final spot. EG gonna have to make a lower bracket run like they did in spring. But they came into the series in such a different spot, thought of as the clear favorite, thought of as the dominant team here. And it was Cloud9 that were, you know, really more up and down. But it seems like they've found their form and they've hit their peak at the exact right time.
And Zven, the entire goal for him was, well, I'll roll swap support because there's the best chance I have of making Worlds. There's not a spot for me in the starting lineup here with Berserker, and he's cracked, and I don't think the lineup good enough for me. So you know what? I will support Berserker. I will learn a new role in a split. Doesn't even get to play the opening couple of weeks. And he's headed to World Championship in his first split as a role swap. Man's good.
Stuff. Fudge swapping back to top lane as well.
Jensen
right choice for him.
Swapping out of retirement, you know.
Vacation swap.
Yeah, I mean, there were swaps all over the place, but it's so interesting because I remember when we were talking about this, you know, we were on Dive, we're doing our preseason stuff. We're like, well, there's so many ifs, you can't really put Cloud9 at the top.
But they're, you know, they're gonna curve up, right? Yeah.
And if it all works out, the potential of this team was enormous, and that's something that I think everyone agreed on. You know, and we didn't get to see them play at this level during the regular season, but it feels like they have now reached that potential where they're hitting at such a high level. I mean, the fact that Fudge, you know, played mid, now he's back to top, multiple solo kills here against Impact, you know, picking these aggressive matchups, punishing Impact in a way that people rarely can do. I mean, let's be honest, Impact is so solid. The team as a whole, I think, just looked incredible and really brought it to the next level.
There's one thing I know about Jack. He loves roll swaps. Cloud9 have had so many over the years.
Well, see if they can keep it going here. 2 matches to go until they win the LCS Championship. See what happens.